Hi guys, it's Masterath here. That isn't my usual intro, Jesus. We'll keep that one in. So, a bit delayed for us, but welcome once again to...
the Global Trophy!
Yes, the 2020 Global Trophy. Now, I am joined, obviously, with my co-host...
Sam Elliott, 64.
And Sam, will you please tell the lovely viewers what date it is today?
Well, obviously, for you out there in YouTube land, today is the 7th of December. For us, for me and Chris, it is currently the 5th of December.
Yep. So, usually we do these...
months in advance.
Months in advance. Usually sort of like about September, October time.
Yeah.
You know, so then we, usually if there's a big sort of tournament, like let's say a World Cup or a European Championship or whatever, so then the rankings can then sort of change over and everything like that, so then we can use the newest rankings. But we've had an issue this year, and it's been plaguing my life for 2 months.
It's us. It's both of us.
Yes. So
it's our work schedule. Basically, because myself and Chris our work schedules don't match up. It's really difficult to get time where both of us are free for, hours to record.
Also, I've changed jobs since the last one, so...
I'm going to start a new job after Christmas.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very exciting.
But yeah, so we finally got, I think today and tomorrow that we both got off, so...
Yep.
Instead of relaxing after a tough week of work that we've already had, instead, we're going to be doing this for you guys.
For the good people that we are.
Patreon's in the description below.
Seriously?
I've actually got one, so
no.
it does. No one's pledged, so yeah.
No. Okay.
Doing this all for my own back. Hey, I just bought a Switch on my own money for like 280 quid, and Pokemon Sword. Good deal. But the other big reason, probably the bigger reason, because we did have time to do sort of recording about a month and a half ago, I believe.
Yeah, we started, and then I had to go and do other things, and...
No, I wasn't talking about that bit.
Oh.
No, the bit after that.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
You have to change your recorder.
Yeah, the bit after that. So, I recently got a new television about 3 months ago. So, I guess not recently now. So, it didn't work with my old capture card, so I had to buy a new capture card. I got the upgraded version of the capture card that I used for many, many years, and it's crap!
There you go.
So, I had to spend more money on getting my next capture card, which is the Elgato HD Capture. Or the Game Capture HD, I believe it's called. But then, new plot! I was missing a cable for the PS3 and the Wii. So, had to spend $42 quid and ship it all the way from Ohio to here for your enjoyment.
But that's what we do.
Indeed it is. Anyway, this is the Global Trophy 2020, and we are kicking off with the European preliminaries. For people who are watching this for the first time, the Global Trophy is a series that me and Sam have done on YouTube for, this is our fourth one.
Yep.
Sam has been along for 5 of these, but the history of the Global Trophy actually goes back to 2000.
I think I've been along for longer than that. I think the first one that we did together
6 then, something like that.
I think it was 13 that we did the first one.
Yeah, so okay,
no, because I remember Spain winning the third time. So I don't know. We'll say I think 2011 might have been the first one. I don't know. It's been a long time.
So we I was like halfway through sort of like my amazing segment of going like the history of this trophy, it's history spans back to 2005, and then we get cut off. But yeah, it's been since 2005.
Yeah, it's been around since 2005.
So there we go. This is the 19th install. That's not right. No,
use your maths. Come on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. That was close. According to your fact sheet, Sam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 2019's 15, 2020's 16. 16! There you go. Bugger. Right.
Use your maths, come on.
I haven't been in haven't done maths in like 10 years. Calm down. We have calculators for it nowadays. I don't need to use my brain. But yeah, so this is the 16th Global Trophy. And, well, speaking of the fact sheet, I seem to still have the 2018 version. I think I downloaded the 2019 version, so I'll try and find it. While, Sam, if you...
Yeah, I'll take you through some of the statistics.
I found it. Never mind. Great, okay. Right, so... No, go ahead.
So, obviously, we've only ever had 6 winners of the Global Trophy itself, obviously winning the final championship after all the qualifiers. Those are Portugal, winning twice in the last 2 years, so they're very much the form team at the moment. Germany are a one-time winner in 2013. Brazil are 2-time winners. Spain are 3-time winners. They've won in 2006, 2011, 2016. So don't expect them to win this year, but do expect them to win next year.
Indeed, yep.
Argentina are also 3-time winners, and they're also the most successful team in the Global Trophy in terms of matches won. By that I mean they also won their local qualifiers in the Americas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times as well in that time, and they've gone unbeaten. I think is it twice. They nearly went unbeaten last year. They made the final last year unbeaten, and then they lost in the final to Portugal.
Yeah,
so they were very
and it was
unlucky.
the old Ronaldo versus Messi match.
Yeah, and they were very unlucky not to take home the big trophy at the end, but they're still stuck on 3-time winners. And the most successful team in terms of global trophy wins ever is France. They won the very first one back in 2005. I think they won...
They won the 3rd in 2007 and the 5th in 2009.
Yeah, and until 2017... They had to wait a good 8 years between their 3rd and 4th victories. France, they've been fairly strong in the last couple of years. They finished, I think they finished winning the European Championships last year, and I think they finished up in the semi-finals, losing to Argentina on that occasion.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I believe it was. They were on the top bracket while. We had some shockers like Denmark and Hungary doing pretty well.
Yeah, Hungary did amazingly well. I think making it to the top 4 after qualifying through the preliminaries, which was incredible. But yeah, in terms of that, I think the form team is obviously Portugal, but they're not going to have it easy. That's for sure.
But we're going to say like every year is going to be like someone's going to be Portugal, and then they're going to win it again because before 2 years ago, before 2018. We didn't think that a team would successfully defend the Global Trophy, and then Portugal comes along, wins their first one in 2018, and then last year wins their second.
Yeah, I mean, in 2018 as well, before winning the trophy itself, Portugal's top finish was top 8. They hadn't made a semi-final, they hadn't made a finals, they hadn't won, and obviously now they've won 2.
Yeah, they very much came out of the blue, really, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Or in this case, the red and green, but...
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they certainly made it for that. But, so, how the Global Trophy works is the new system is back that we brought in, was it a couple of years ago? Last year, I think it was.
Last year it was.
Yeah. So, last year, just to give you more Global Trophy content. More content, which the channel desperately needs. I will admit, I've been playing too much on the Nintendo Switch and working. And drinking. Lots of drinking. So, the Global Trophy works like this. First off, we, just like in like the World Cup and everything, we split the teams into continents. We have Europe, we have Africa, we have all of the Americas, and we have Asia and Oceania. Those are their own ones. So we have Europe as one, Africa as one, the Americas as one, and Asia and Oceania as the last one. Now, how we judge who's going to qualify and everything like that. Well, we have the Global Trophy Finals, which is the final tournament, the one at the end. Then we have 4 Global Trophy Qualifiers, which include 32 teams that will battle it out. And the top 8 from each of those goes through the Global Trophy Finals. And then before that are the preliminaries.
Yeah, which is what we're doing today.
Yeah, where 16 teams will battle it out in a league format, a one-set league format, and the top 8 go through to the Global Trophy qualifiers. So that's how we do it. And you may be wondering, how do you
determine
possibly decide who Who's in what?
Well.
First off, the top 8 teams from last year's qualifiers, pretty much. The top 8 from last year's qualifiers will automatically go through to this year's qualifiers as a bit of a well done for their great performance to make it to the Global Trophy Finals. Then 16 more teams will make it through to those qualifiers depending on their FIFA rankings. So you're going to make sure that your nation is doing okay, at least in the in actual football, to do well in this. And then after that, the 16 teams below them, those are the ones that will fight it out in the preliminary league.
So things like this as well does throw up a few discrepancies. You have teams like Belgium who are very high in the FIFA rankings these days, but back in, I think this game was made in 2001, 2000, something like that.
Sven-Göran Eriksson, so it'd be 2001, 2002?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It's an old game at this point. It's an old game. So teams like Belgium or teams like
England.
Well, no. So Belgium's a really
Yeah.
good example. Belgium's a really good example. So Belgium's a good example because these days they're a world-class football team. Back in 2001, not so much. So they will qualify every year based on their FIFA rankings. However, the team isn't very good.
Or you could take a team like Wales, for example.
Yeah, Wales is another one. Yeah.
Yeah, even though they had Ryan Giggs back in those days, you know, he was like one player.
Yeah.
While now they've got, you know, Ramsey,
Yeah.
Bale.
They've got a solid team now, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah. So, with that out of the way, the preliminaries are first. So, we've got all 24 teams from for each continent already through. We just need to find out the next 8. And for the rest of the year, we will be finding out which of those teams will be in those 8. So, Sam, you ready to begin?
Oh, I was born ready.
Let's begin. Alright, so it's time to kick off with this. First, we'll kick off with the highest ranked team here. And poor guys to be here again, because they did so well in the Champion of Champions, didn't they? It's the old Rushskis. It's Russia.
Yeah, Russia, I think they made the top bracket of the Champion of Champions back in 2018. They did a really good job.
They did very well. They actually, didn't they finish, like, I don't think they finished first, but I think they finished very highly in their group stage.
Yeah, they beat one of the bigger teams, so they did a really good job, and you have to, you know, the chances are that Russia are probably going to qualify from this, but
Yeah.
strange things have happened, you never know.
It's certainly interesting. It could certainly happen. So, next up we have a team full of a part-time dentist and some other part-time people, but still enough to beat a full-time England squad. It's Iceland.
They beat
We
England.
still haven't gotten over it yet.
Just really funny as well, they beat England in this, didn't they? I think
Yeah.
a couple of years ago.
They did.
Roy Hodgson, man, what a guy.
Oh, Hodgie. What'd you do that for?
Roy Hodgson.
Roy Hodgson.
Yeah.
Is that what we got on Iceland?
Well, I mean, Iceland's a beautiful country. I've always wanted to go there, but I've never been.
Fair enough.
There's that.
Oh, yes, the old segments back of places that Sam's gone to.
Yeah.
Which some of these he actually has.
I have.
So,
Some of them I have, yeah.
I'd be there good. I mean, I would do the same, but since I've only been to England or Wales, I don't think that's a very good idea. Also, the fact of I don't think that Bournemouth is a country.
Well, it's not, really. I mean...
Well, London's my country. I don't know what you're on about.
England is my city.
England's my city. London's my country. Simple.
Oh, dear.
Can't wait for Liverpool to gain independence. They keep saying they're not English, they're Scouse. So, you know, we just cut them away and just, like, send them off to, like, like, just cut the land in half and just, like, there you go. See how well you do now.
Oh, dear.
The travel for Mane and Salah and everyone else would be a pain.
Over the sea.
Yeah, just a bit. Ugh, they go bankrupt. All right, and next up we have the Czech Republic.
England's Euro 2020 group by Czech Republic.
Yes.
They're also in our qualifiers as well, which is kind of weird, but okay.
That's a bit odd.
Yeah.
And next up we have Bosnia and Herzegovina, which at this point would be Yugoslavia.
Well, it would have been at this era, I suppose. Wouldn't it? Well, it would have just broken apart, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, all we got is Yugoslavia. That's how old this game is.
Yeah, Yugoslavia's Serbia.
Oh yeah. Hang on, Bosnia's got to be. Bosnia's got to be here somewhere.
Yeah, Bosnia's originally.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah,
my mistake. Ignore me. I'm fat.
We got there. We got there eventually.
Yep. Right. Next up, with that out of the way, is. Please just bloody do it this time, please. It's the Scots.
Yes. I'd like to see Scotland go through. I would, and I think they've also got a couple of qualifiers to play for Euro 2020 because they were in the like the best finishing third places or something like that.
Yeah, something along those lines. So they may have a chance.
Yeah, we might see them in Euro 2020 next year.
Who knows? Next up, probably a firm favourite in my opinion with this one, which is Greece.
Yeah, Greece won last year's preliminaries, I believe.
Yeah, they were pretty dominant.
They were very dominant, but it's surprising because they won it over Hungary, if I remember correctly. And obviously Hungary went on to finish fourth overall. Or sorry, finished third overall. Which is quite surprising, when you consider that they finished second in the preliminaries.
Yeah, certainly certainly had a good run did Hungary, and Greece had a decent run, I'd say.
Yeah, they made it to the they made it through the first round, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next up we have Finland.
Ah, the Finnish. Very good very good at breeding racing drivers, I've noticed.
And goalkeepers.
Well, yeah, and strikers. Teemu Pukki.
Goalkeepers from the past.
Antti Niemi. Jussi Jeskalainen.
Thank you. And his son, Will, who plays for Crew!
Do you remember when Crew played Villa a couple of weeks ago?
That wasn't a couple of weeks ago, jeez.
A couple of months ago, then.
No.
It was this year, wasn't it?
No.
That was this year. We got drew against you in the League Cup, didn't we?
I don't know. I may have.
I'm sure it was this.
I may have drank it away into my subconscious.
I'm sure it was this year. Hang on. Let me find that out.
All right, it was. I thought you were going to get in on the joke. We lost. Yes, well done. Hurrah. Congratulations, Premier League team versus League 2 team. Congratulations. That's like kicking the shit out of a little kid as Brock Lesnar. Good job.
There it is. There's the anger that I needed.
Dickhole. Right. Usually we try and steer clear of profanities there, but
no. You need to be finished. You need to be finished.
I need to be finished. What the hell is that?
It's a good term.
You are going to put a vote on this? Do you believe that you need to be finished is a good term? Yes or no? Yeah. Guarantee it's going to be no, and if it's wrong, Sam is going to shave his head and colour it blue and go to what was like. Hang on a minute, that was a couple of years ago. Never mind. Right. Bulgaria,
yeah.
Bulgaria's a pretty decent. So like, back in the day, they were Global Trophy giants.
They're a decent side. They had, I think they had some decent players at this point as well. I can't remember exactly.
Berbatov?
I think this is probably a bit before Berbatov's time.
I think they had players. I'm sure the people in the comments will let us know.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
Right, next up we have Montenegro are back.
Montenegro, yes.
And what team have they got this time?
Yeah, so for those that don't know, obviously at this point, this country didn't actually exist when this game came out. That's how old this game is. So what we do is we take the next available team after them in the FIFA rankings to give them a chance at Global Trophy glory.
You remember last year when they
got Australia, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, when they struck gold.
Yep.
Yeah. They've kind of struck platinum this time round.
Who have they got?
No, they've struck diamond this time round.
Who have they got?
They're from Asia.
Is it South Korea?
It does start with an S.
Go
It's
on.
Saudi Arabia.
It's a chance. It's a decent chance.
That is a very good chance.
Wow, that's a very solid effort. Wow.
It's a shame, really, because before that they got Congo DR, and we did a hilarious bit on it.
We did, but you know what?
What was it called again? Oh yeah, the Democratic Republic of Monte Congo.
But they can't do that
That's
this
what it
time. They can't do that this time.
Now it's Saudi Monterabia Congo. No, we're not going anywhere near that.
We're just going to leave it. We're just going to leave it there. We're just going to leave it there. So yeah, they'll be represented by Saudi Arabia, which, to be honest, is
Monte Arabia. There you go, Monte Arabia. That'll do it.
to be honest, they could have had worse teams. They really could have done.
Yeah, but they've got away with it again, haven't they?
Well,
They're gonna go through.
I'll be surprised if they qualify, but if they do, then that's a brilliant effort from them.
No, because they're still going to get Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah.
They're directly below. They're still going to get Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, but like that's what I mean. Like, there's no guarantee that Saudi Arabia are going to like qualify for the actual qualifiers. They're a decent side, but they might not finish in the top 8.
Well, we'll see. I think they're pretty set.
We'll see.
I think they're pretty set. Next up, we have Slovenia.
I don't really know much about Slovenia, but I believe they have. I think is it them that have Hamsik?
It's
Or is
either
it-
them or Slovakia.
I think Slovakia. I can never
Then you
remember
got
which one's which.
Handanovic.
Yes.
He's Slovakia, isn't he?
I think that. I don't know.
Those
Comments.
two countries
Comments. Let us know.
No! I've had too much of being corrected this year. Every year.
Well,
Right.
be
Next
right more then.
Next up. Albania. There you go. Full of a mob. Next.
Albania. Yeah.
It's
Albania.
the former Yugoslav Republic of coughing. It's the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. They've changed their name recently, so there you go.
It's North Macedonia because Macedonia is a part of Greece apparently.
Can't wait
So-
for that bit to set
so
off, and then it'll be interesting to see who we can do for North Macedonia and Macedonia.
So we've got North Macedonia against Greece in this tournament, which would be very exciting.
No, it won't. Greece are going to floor
No,
them.
well, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Oh, nice. No. Next up, it is not part of Russia. Was part of Russia. Well, was not part of Russia. Was part of the Soviet Union. Soviet Union ain't in this game, thanks to Brezhnev and Gorbachev. It's Belarus.
Belarus, yeah.
Was it Brezhnev?
Decent side. I can't remember. I'm not.
I know it was Gorbachev.
I'm not good at Russian history, to be honest with you.
But
But
they said it was Brezhnev.
if
If we don't get any comments about that, I was right.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not sure. I'm not good with Russian history, but I know Belarus are a fairly decent side. They're not like amazing, but they'll give teams a good game. So we'll see how they get on.
Yep. And next up, we have, for some reason, we've got an American state in here.
It's Georgia.
I don't know what Georgia's doing in here.
Georgia. Yes.
Can't wait for Texas to turn up.
They've got
How about Maine?
these days they've got a very decent young player. I can't remember the guy's name. It's really long and I can't bother to Google it. But he's a really good player. I think he plays for Bruges.
Tantalising Tex Ferguson.
Well, I think he plays
The third.
in Bruges in Belgium. So he's actually a very promising young footballer. So that's probably why Georgia are doing better than we kind of thought they would be.
Certainly could be. And on some occasions, just one good player
Can make the difference. Can make the difference.
Could make the difference. I mean, yeah, that certainly could. That certainly could be the case for some. And we'll get into some of those teams later, which do have, the one really good player, and it changes their team completely. Mm-hmm. It's all like George Weah did.
Yeah, with Liberia.
Yeah. Next up, it is the last team to not be the dud, Israel.
Yeah, Israel used to have some really quality players, like people like Yossi Benayoun. Do you remember him?
Oh, Benayoun, yeah.
Benayoun and Tal Ben Haim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, you're bringing back memories on this one. Jeez.
Yeah, there you go. So there's some Israeli players. I don't know. I think there's Zahavi who plays in China, who's Israeli, but I think that's about it. That's all I recognise.
I thought you were going to say Zaha, and I thought Wilfred Zaha is not Israeli.
He's not Israeli, you're right. But there you go.
Ha! Can't comment on that one. Right.
You're right on that one.
Yeah. That's the first one this month. Right. So, and the last team, who will be the dud team, the reason we got a dud team is because this game sadly does not allow you to have 16 teams, all computer controlled, so one of them has to take the dud team and take the draws, or the losses in this case. And that team, last year, it was the Faroe Islands, and they had an abysmal time.
They had an adventure, didn't they?
They had such an adventure, and their bus driver had more of an adventure. But this year, it's Cyprus.
Yeah, Cyprus. Beautiful place to go. I've been to both sides of Cyprus. It's actually a country that's split in two. The south is owned by Greece and the north is owned by Turkey.
God, everyone's owned by Greece. It's like a Greece-Russia fight.
I know. Greece owns a lot of countries.
They got a lot of islands as well, the greedy sods.
Well, they've got no money, so they should probably consider selling them off, to be honest.
Sell them off, make them all their own football team. Every year we will say this, but every year, like, someone make a remake of this game. That's it. We're playing a game that's nearly 20 years old to do this. Make another game.
Come on.
Make a better. Come on. We don't want to have Montenegro have Saudi Arabia for Montenegro in this. We want to have Montenegro as their own team.
Come on, lads. Sort it out.
Anyway, as you can see, also, it says you must select at least one team. So, yeah, that's proof that we require a dud.
Which is, in this case, Cyprus. So, there you go.
Which is a shame. Anyway. Sorry about that little glitch, folks. We're back in the room. I think it's my fault for taking BCV out and putting this in. I think that might be the issue.
Maybe. Might
be. But here is the league for the Global Trophy 2020 European Preliminaries. Yep, this is the bit that matters. And as you can see, got a lot of pretty decent teams in here, including Saudi Arabia, Montenegro.
Yeah, sure. So,
Monty Arabia, that's what it was. Monty Arabia.
Important thing to note at this point as well. So obviously the top 8 teams qualify for the Global Trophy qualifiers.
Yeah.
So the important thing to note is the team that finishes in 8th place becomes the dud team for that competition. Obviously we have to have a dud team there as well. Because obviously, as Chris mentioned, we have to have one player that's controlled by a person or by a human. So the idea is, this makes it probably the most fair we can possibly make it for that point. You know, if you finish 8th in this point, well, that's your own fault. Finish higher.
Yeah, and then for the Global Trophy Finals, it's the team that I believe is the lowest in the Global Trophy rankings. I think, which is the one that's the dud for the Global Trophy Finals. So let's begin with our first match. So it'll be 15 matches, and we'll see who goes on through.
I think my money's definitely going on Greece, but I think we're going to see some surprises. I think Scotland will probably do quite well as well.
Yeah. Well, first up, it is Albania versus Belarus.
Not the highest standard of game to start off with, but there you go.
It's called a preliminaries for a reason.
It is.
It's a 1-0 win for Belarus.
Good start for Belarus. Expect to see Albania down the bottom.
Yeah, probably. Or mid-table at most, but probably not through. Next up, it's Bosnia-Herzegovina versus Bulgaria.
Expect a Bulgarian win here.
Yep, 6-0. That's a good start.
Very good start from Bulgaria. Very impressive.
And the record has been set at the moment for the biggest win in the Global Trophy 2020.
Yes, we do actually keep a track of the biggest wins year by year. Currently, the record of all time was set in 2013, and it happened twice in 2013. Morocco beat Somalia, and Iran beat the Cook Islands by a score of 19-0.
Yeah, so maybe like England will beat France like 20-0 later on.
We'll see.
Out the way, we got no reaction from that at all.
I don't think so. Somehow I don't think so.
Like, as a sort of are you seriously pitching that?
We'll talk about England's history later.
Yeah. Next up, it is the Czech Republic versus Finland.
I'm going to say a Czech win here.
It is 4-0 to Czech Republic.
There you go. Very good.
Not
win for
enough
them.
to beat Bulgaria's.
Do you know what? Czech Republic are former European champions. Do you think that's mad?
Yeah, and they're down here now. Hey, Bulgaria's a top 3
Yeah.
in the Global Trophy Finals before.
Yeah.
So it's shocking to see them down this low, but they're both starting off pretty well.
They have started off well.
Next up, Greece versus Iceland.
Let's go. Surely a Greek win here.
It is, but only by 1-0.
Good result for Iceland then. Good result for Iceland.
Yep. Next up, it's North Macedonia versus Russia.
Russia.
It is 3-0.
Good start for the Russians there.
Next up, it's Monte Arabia versus Scotland.
This is a big test then for Scotland straight away.
It's a draw!
Do you know what? I think the Scots will take that.
Scotland draw to a former Asian champion.
Good effort there. Four-time
That's
Asian champion.
Yeah. Well, that just proves Scotland's got what it takes to beat Asia.
I mean, this is not untrue.
Next up, it's Georgia versus Slovenia. Georgia's first appearance, sort of like in the Global Trophy in a while, I think.
I'd probably give it to Slovenia, though.
It's a 2-1 win for Georgia. They're off to a good start.
Good effort there from Georgia.
Yeah. Next up, Israel versus Cyprus. So Israel are going to be able to get some points on the board here. And we get to see the amazing referee name. I wonder if Vinnie Jones is going to be here this time. Or what's his name? Braun. That guy. That conspirator.
I can't remember the guy's name.
Oh, it's RJ Fernandez. Remember him?
Oh, yes, the legend.
The legendary RJ.
What a guy.
I think we mentioned, didn't we mention something like about there was a place I used to go to as a child in at Breen Caravan Park. And it was sort of like a combination like a dance floor and an arcade, things like that. But they had drinks. It was great. Obviously, as a child, I didn't drink. Well, apart from orange juice.
Wow.
And Campinos. But it was initially called Chick's Roost. And then they changed its name to RJ's. Haven't been since.
There you go.
So, Israel off to a good start with a victory over the dud team. All dud matches are 3-0 victories to the opponent, so...
It balances out.
Yep, it'll balance it out by the end. Next up is Albania versus Bosnia-Herzegovina in the start of the second fixture.
Probably going to go for an Albania win here.
Yep, both teams lost their first match. Bosnia-Herzegovina bounced back from a 6-0 loss to win 2-1.
That's a big loss for Albania, and I think they're probably going to end up finishing second last here.
Possibly, quite possibly. Next up is Bulgaria-Belarus.
Probably Bulgaria win. Belarus are a good side, but I don't think they're as good as Bulgaria.
Yeah, it's a 1-0 win for Bulgaria. Well, it's good for Belarus to get the losses out the way now, instead of winning 7 and then going on like a 9-game losing streak and losing like they did last year.
Yeah, they need, like... Ideally, you kind of want to get all the hard fixtures out of the way first and then just kind of beat the minnows after that and just kind of hope that everyone else keeps tripping over each other.
Yeah, and just climb up slowly.
Yep.
Next up is Czech Republic versus Greece. It's second versus sixth here.
It's a crunch. This is a crunch match. These are two that are probably going to be competing for the win.
Yep, both teams have not let in a goal yet. And Greece have now let in a goal and have lost 3 points.
Wow.
Czech Republic with the 2-0 win.
That's very impressive from Czech Republic then. Well done to them.
Yep, now it's a battle of the lands.
Iceland.
Versus Finland.
An all Scandinavian match.
Well, Finland's not part of Scandinavia, but...
Well, it is. Well, it is, isn't it?
No, they're not.
Are they
Finland's not part of Scandinavia, no.
No. Okay.
It's a misread theory that Finland's part of Scandinavia. It's not.
They all have similar flags.
The similar flag battle. Finland
go.
versus Iceland. It's a 1-0 win for Iceland. Bloody hell,
Wow,
Finland's
that's
just got the treatment.
Wow, that's an impressive win for Iceland. Well done to them.
Yep, next up, Macedonia versus Monte Arabia, our favourite team.
I'm going to go for the Saudi Arabia win here.
It's a 1-0 win for North Macedonia?
What a good result that is.
Okay, maybe Saudi Arabia just don't do very well in the England preliminaries,
Maybe
even though they are 4-time Asian champions.
Maybe that just shows how poor the Asia section is. Maybe.
Well, it's Russia-Scotland next, I guess.
Russia for the win, I think, here.
It's another draw. Scotland with 2 draws under the belt so
Do you
far.
know what? I think they'll take that, because considering who they've played.
Yeah, both teams have been... Well, okay, I thought that Saudi Arabia would be decent, but...
Clearly not.
Clearly not. Next up, Slovenia versus Israel.
I'm going to go for an Israeli win here.
Yep, Israel currently in 4th. Slovenia down in 13th. And Slovenia get the win!
That's a shock to me. That is a shock to me.
Yeah, they move above Greece. Greece are out of the top 8 for the moment.
Poor start, but you've got to imagine they'll come back stronger later on.
Surely hope so. For a team for a team at the caliber of Greece.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah. Next up, it's Georgia Cyprus. So another lot of points to Georgia. Yeah, Braun, you bloody bastard. You conspirator against the Faroe Islands. Now you're conspiring against Cyprus.
Poor Cyprus. You know, you thought, you know, when the Faroe Islands did sack their manager after 16 straight losses, you'd think that Cyprus wouldn't take him on, but they did.
Yeah, I know. And they kept him on after 2 matches. Who'd have thought it?
Hmm?
They've still got him after 2 matches. Who'd have thought of it?
Yeah, who would have thought?
They kept him on.
I know.
Anyway, so with that, Georgia, 2 wins in a row for them.
There you go.
Very good start there for Georgia.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. So, fixture 3, and it's Albania versus Bulgaria.
Probably going to be a Bulgaria win.
It's 5-0 Bulgaria. Yeah, Bulgaria looking very strong.
Yes.
Next, Bosnia-Herzegovina versus Belarus. Bosnia currently in 11th, Belarus in 7th.
Probably going to say Belarus.
It's a draw between the 2 sides.
Okay, that's decent enough.
Yep. Iceland now goes against the Czech Republic.
Tough match this. Two of the higher ranked teams at the moment, aren't they?
Yes. And yes, it is a tough match. It's a draw.
Sure. Again, I think Iceland will take that.
Yep, Iceland up to 5th at the moment. Going pretty well. Greece need to fight back now. They've got Finland.
Should be a win for Greece.
It is 4-0. Greece is fighting back.
Good result. Good result for Greece.
Scotland now have got North Macedonia.
I'm going to say a win for Scotland.
Scotland currently lying in 12th. They've lost to Macedonia.
Wow, Macedonia having a really good run. That's 3 wins now.
It's 2.
2 wins.
Yeah, they lost the first one, I think, or something like that. Anyway, Russia versus Monte Arabia, who have not played very well at all.
I think I'm going to go for a Russian win here.
It's a 2-0 win for Russia. What is going on?
See, I told you, Saudi Arabia is just not a good team.
They're one of like the global trophy's best teams. So what's going on here?
Well, in Asia maybe.
No, they're pretty decent.
When you come back, when you start playing the big boys in Europe, mate, that's when you're in trouble.
Oh yeah, like Georgia and Bosnia and Albania.
Yeah, man, the European big boys.
Yeah, the European giants. Who's Spain? Germany or France? Who's Portugal when it's at home?
Don't know, I've never heard of them.
Anyway, Cyprus versus Slovenia here. So, Scotland aren't doing very well at the moment. No. Macedonia and Georgia are tearing it up. Greece has had a problem, and Saudi Arabia are looking really bad.
They're languishing at the bottom.
Yeah, Finland are at the bottom at the moment.
I was going to say they haven't scored any
Which
points,
honestly is a bit of a shocker in itself
yeah,
to have Finland there.
Yeah, they haven't scored any points yet, have they?
No.
Iceland doing well as well.
Yeah, Iceland doing pretty okay. This is too weird already. But then again, it is still the start of the league, so it could all change by the end of it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We could have Finland in the top 8 for all we know.
Well, it does depend on who has the home fixture as well, because obviously they only play each other once.
Yeah.
So if you get the home fixture, you do have because of the way the game's programmed, you do get a slight advantage.
Yeah. Next up is Georgia versus Israel.
I have no idea.
3-0 win for Georgia.
Wow, what a result!
Georgia can challenge Bulgaria for the top spot here. Who said?
To say.
Yeah, who'd have thought we'd have said that at the start of this?
Nobody.
Albania, Czech Republic's next up. Czech Republic currently in 3rd. Albania, well down in 14th. Yeah, it's a 6-0 win for Czech Republic. So we got an equal record. Hey! It's Finland now. They've got Belarus.
Belarus win?
It is a Belarus win. Thank God for that.
There you go.
There's some sort of continuity in this.
Well, you know, so yeah, Georgia are playing really well. It's continuity.
It's Bosnia versus Greece.
Greece win.
It is a 2-0 win for Greece. They are climbing back up in it.
Yeah, good effort from Greece. I think, you know, as I said already, I think they'll comfortably qualify.
Yeah. Bulgaria versus Iceland.
Bulgaria win for me.
It is a Bulgaria win. 1-0 only, though. But Bulgaria, only team to have not let in a goal yet.
Very strong performance, and they are looking like the team to beat.
Yep. Slovenia now versus Macedonia.
Macedonia, possibly?
It's a draw between the two sides.
I'm sure they'll take that. Well, but both teams will.
Yeah. Georgia now, the shockers here. In my opinion, they've got 5th place Russia.
This is a big game.
Are the wheels starting to come off now? 2-0 win for Russia.
Yeah, Russia are a tough team to beat, but I think, you know, they'll be happy so far with how they're doing.
Yep, they're currently in 4th place. They're sitting pretty.
Yep.
So far. Next up, it's Israel versus Monty Arabia.
I'm going to go for an Israeli win.
It's a draw.
Saudi Arabia is struggling.
Yeah, only 2 points so far. Scotland are about to get their 3 points here against Cyprus. A much needed 3 points.
It gets them back into the fray, doesn't it, really?
It does, yes.
Which is, you know, you always need to kind of, you know, be in the hunt, and I think, you know, picking up the dud win. I don't know if it's better to have it early or late, really. Maybe early on, because that way you can, you know, use the fall.
Well, Macedonia, I believe famously last time round, had the dud team last.
It didn't quite make it.
No, they did make it.
Oh,
They knocked Scotland down to 8th.
Oh, that was it. That was it. I remember Scotland were the dud team last year, weren't they?
Yeah, but they were in 7th. They had a great comeback, and then we thought, hang on a minute, who's Faroe Islands not fought yet?
Yeah.
Oh, crumbs, it's Macedonia.
Yeah, there you go, and that was it.
I think Greece had to, like, crush Hungary or something.
Yeah, it was like some weird parameters.
Yeah. Anyway, but with that, Scotland move up to 9th, only 2 behind 8th, 7th, and 6th.
It's all right.
As we go into fixture number 5, it's Albania versus Finland. 2 teams at the bottom of the table.
I'm going to go for a Finnish win here.
It's a draw. Finland is still yet to score a goal in 5 games. Albania's at least scored 1.
Tell you what, Finland could end up with the wooden spoon here.
Yep. Belarus now versus the Czech Republic.
Czech win for me.
It is a Czech win, 5-0.
Yeah, Czech Republic looking very strong at this point.
Iceland versus Bosnia-Herzegovina. 2 teams in the sort of lower mid-table here. 4 points apiece.
Tough one to call.
It's a 1-0 win for Iceland. They're fighting back.
Is the dream for Iceland going to get crushed, though? Are they going to finish like 9th or something?
Who knows? Well, 2 teams who shouldn't have any problems with this. Greece and Bulgaria.
This is the crunch match, then. This, for me, I think will decide who wins this league.
It's a 2-0 win for Bulgaria. Bulgaria still yet to lose a match, yet to drop a point, yet to let in a goal.
Very impressive from Bulgaria. They've come out fighting.
Georgia, speaking of teams that have come out fighting, versus Macedonia.
This is a big match. If Georgia are going to win here, they'll put themselves in a very solid position.
Oh, it's a 2-0 win for Macedonia. The wheels are starting to fall off now for Georgia.
Macedonia are in there as well. They're kind of playing well as well themselves.
Yeah. Next, it's Russia-Slovenia. Russia currently in 3rd. Slovenia's in 7th so far.
Russia for me.
It is a 2-0 win for Russia.
Yeah, good side Russia.
Right, here comes some points for Monty Arabia.
Finally.
Finally, some decent points. And I'll put them on 5, so...
In the words of Gordon Ramsay, finally some good fucking points.
Raw! Oh, God! Saudi Arabia versus Cyprus. Our referee is Vinnie Jones.
There you go. What a guy.
There he is. Right, the entire Cyprus team gets beaten up.
Get knocked out, mate.
That's what it is. You get knocked out, and that's it. Yeah.
Oh, dear me.
That's it. It's over. Their run's over. So
it's GG. It's GG.
They forfeit. All the teams got trauma now.
Trauma. I just noticed as well, by the way, for viewers out there, I do apologise if my microphone was too quiet there. I've just turned it back up again to where it should be.
Cool. Cool. Okay, Scotland-Israel. This is an important match for Scotland. And Israel, actually, for that matter.
Yeah, I think Scotland probably fancy their chances here.
Oh, yes, they do fancy their chance. 5-0 Scotland.
Great performance there from Scotland.
Scotland currently scored 11 goals in 5 matches so far.
It's a really good effort from them.
Yep. They have held that 7th spot. They're now in that 7th spot.
Do they want to be there? Do they want to be there though?
Yes, the 7th spot is safe. It's the 8th spot they don't want to be in.
From after last year's antics, I mean.
Yeah, but they fought back from like 9th to get there.
True.
Right, Albania, Greece. Greece currently in 6th. They're not safe either at the moment.
Yeah, we'll have to see how they go on.
Well, the record's been broken. 9-0 for this year now. Greece.
Wow.
Showing their dominance.
Wow.
They scored more goals in that match than they did in their last 5 matches.
That's mental. That is mental.
Iceland currently lying in 9th versus Belarus, who are actually down in 10th.
It's very impressive, you have to say. Greece, wow.
Yeah, and Belarus follow up with a 2-1 victory over Iceland to move into 6th.
Belarus doing alright. I'm kind of surprised how well they're doing.
Yeah.
To be honest, I thought they'd struggle more than they would be.
Yeah. Czech Republic versus Bosnia-Herzegovina. 2 different sides of the table here. Czech Republic in 2nd, Bosnia-Herzegovina languish in 13th.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a Czech win here.
It is, but not incredible. It's 3-1.
Goal conceded by Czech Republic.
Yep. Next up, Finland, Bulgaria.
Bulgaria for me, surely.
It is. But again, not convincingly, it's 1-0 Bulgaria. Still
unbeaten though.
Yet unbeaten, yet to drop a point, yet to let in a goal.
Very impressive, isn't it? Really, you wouldn't have thought that they'd have been this consistent early on.
But they have been. Next up, it's Israel, languishing in 12th place so far, versus High Flyers, North Macedonia, currently in 5th.
Good effort from them so far.
And they're still going, a 2-1 win for North Macedonia this time round.
Wow, very, very good stuff.
And now Russia are about to go level with Czech Republic with a battle against Cyprus, who, as I've said, they're still in the hospital at this point because
I think they're pretty much done, aren't they?
Yeah, because of Vincent Jones.
Good old Vinny.
Vinny. And our referee today is Mr. F. Willis.
Good old
Bruce Willis.
Frank, mate.
Frank Willis.
I feel like he'd be a Frank.
Fred Willis.
Well, it's a win.
It is, and ooh, goal. Actually, well, on the action replay instead of quitting the game. Never mind. The game has been quit.
There you go.
The game has been quat.
Quatted.
Quat. It's been quat. And our man of the match is Grigorenko.
What a guy.
What a ace rimmer.
What a guy.
Right. It's Monte Arabia versus Slovenia.
Probably going to go with a win for Montenegro, but it's, I don't know.
It is 2-1, so they're up to 9th.
They're finally starting to fight their way back up the table.
Yep. Scotland have got Georgia. Georgia have lost their last 2.
Yeah, it's a tough match, this one. Scotland need to win.
It is Scotland, 1-0. Georgia have lost their last 3.
Has it all started falling apart for Georgia? I hope not, because they're a good side, but...
Scotland move to 6th for fixture 7.
Wow. So
They're
about halfway through now.
Yep, they're looking a bit better now. Albania versus Iceland next. Iceland in 11th. Albania well down in 15th.
Yeah, they're in trouble, aren't they?
They're in even more trouble. Iceland's just won. Iceland up to 7th.
Oh, than Iceland.
Next up, Belarus versus Greece. Belarus currently in 8th. Greece in 5th. Neither team really safe yet.
No, Greece have been very poor by their high standards, considering they won this thing last year.
Yep. And they've just lost to Belarus. Belarus go above Greece.
Wow. I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah. Finland now have got Bosnia-Herzegovina. Oh, God, this is a battle right at the bottom. It's 14th versus 13th. No one cares. It's a draw.
No one cares. It's a draw.
Speaking of that, think of that match, but in reverse. It's Bulgaria versus Czech Republic.
This is a big crunch match, then.
Yeah, the top two teams. And Bulgaria finally lose a goal.
But not the match.
They've lost 4 goals. They lose 4-1 to Czech Republic.
Wow.
Czech Republic and Russia now, the only 2 teams to have not lost a game yet.
Big play there from... very big play from the Czech Republic. I tell you what, this has been a very good preliminary run from them.
Yeah, it's been very good from them. Macedonia, North Macedonia, are currently 4th. They're about to get 3 points because they've got Cyprus next.
Good result as well. North Macedonia might end up sneaking into this tournament, you know.
Yeah, well, especially with their referee, who is RJ Fernandez again. He needs another payday, that man.
Clearly, North Macedonia's got the big money.
Quite clearly, RJ Fernandez has bugger all money.
Yeah.
He was like, can I just referee like 12 million matches today?
Please, I need the cash.
I need the cash.
I need them peas, mate.
I need to fuel my addiction for buying Sabutio players.
Dear me.
It's a humble addiction in comparison to others. So
It is, you're right.
fair play, Fernandez. Fair play.
Yep.
That is now canon, by the way. Put an F in the comments.
It's true.
Right. Next up, it is Israel versus Russia. Russia sitting pretty in 3rd place so far. Israel... God, where the bloody hell are they? 13th. Okay.
Where have they gone?
Where have they gone? Well, we're not going to be able to see them much because Russia's just won, which pushes Bulgaria all the way down to 3rd just from losing a match.
Wow. They were doing so well.
That's how close it is up there.
Yeah.
Next up, it's Georgia, the fast decline of Georgia, you could say. They've got Monte Arabia.
This is a big match for Georgia.
3-1 to Monte Arabia. Georgia plummets to 10th.
It started so well.
Yeah. Next up, Scotland, Slovenia. Slovenia 11th, Scotland's in 7th so far.
Scotland need to win here. If they want to have serious aspirations of qualifying, they need to win this one.
It's a 2-1 win for Scotland. They're up to 5th.
That's where they need to be. They need to keep motoring on. If they want to qualify and actually be participating this time, they need to be doing this.
Yep, and we're about to go into the second half.
So here we go.
With this.
So at the halfway stage, what is the positions?
First is Czech Republic, Russia is 2nd, Bulgaria 3rd, Macedonia 4th, Scotland's 5th, Belarus is 6th, Greece is 7th, and Monte Arabia sneaking through in 8th so far.
But obviously they will be the dud team at this point.
Yes.
So they need to step up in the second half of the competition. And as well as that, Greece are surprisingly quite low.
They are very low. I'm not really sure what's going on with them.
We'll see later on.
But the second half, Macedonia, Albania first up.
So it should be a win for Macedonia.
It is, but only by 1-0.
But a win's a win.
Yep. Russia, Belarus, 2 teams in that qualifying zone. Russia beat Belarus 2-0. Good result for Russia.
Yeah, moves them up to first at the moment.
Yep. Monte Arabia take on Bosnia-Herzegovina next.
Gotta think Montenegro should win this one.
And they do, 2-0, they're up to 6th.
There you go, and that puts Greece in 8th.
Yep, Bulgaria take on Scotland.
Big
Only
crunch
4
match.
points between the 2 teams. And it's a 2-1 win for Scotland!
Wow, and Scotland progress up to, well, very close to Bulgaria.
Yes, they give Bulgaria their 2nd straight loss.
Surprising considering how good they were early on.
Yep, but same with Georgia, really. Georgia fell to 10th, but Bulgaria, a much bigger standard of team. And Scotland have just beat them, and Scotland now, they're looking very good.
Yep.
It's Slovenia versus Czech Republic next.
You've got to think it's going to be a Czech win.
It is 3-0. Czech Republic go back up to first over Russia.
Good result there for Czech Republic, and as you say, back up to first. And I think they're pretty much, not guaranteed to qualify, but I think they're pretty much there now.
Georgia versus Finland. Georgia need a win here to try and
to stop the rot. To stop the rot.
It's a draw!
Oh, dear me.
Against the team who currently lies in 14th. and Georgia have just drawn.
Yeah, it started so well.
Yep, Israel versus Greece is next. Greece win 3-0. Greece up to 6th.
Who's that in 8th now then?
Belarus at the moment.
Ooh.
But actually, it's going to be Ireland. It's going to be Iceland instead because Iceland's got Cyprus.
So there you go.
To finish off fixture 8.
It's starting to get tense now. You know, Scotland looking pretty solid though. They've won a couple of important games. They've beaten Bulgaria, which is massive.
Yeah, just maybe this year it won't be like last year. Maybe Scotland will power through this time.
And actually won't be the dud team.
Yeah, and they'll have a chance at Global Trophy glory.
It's just a very small chance.
Yeah.
But it's a chance.
Well, they got more chance than England do.
They'll probably beat England. They'll probably get drew against England in the first round and beat them.
It wouldn't surprise me.
No, not me.
Wouldn't surprise me if Monte Congo come back and beat Monte Arabia to take on Monte England.
Oh dear.
Should we just have like a tournament of just Montenegro as every team?
No. Let's
April
not do
Fools next year. Look at that. Got it. That's all sorted. Right, Russia, Albania to start fixture 9. Russia currently tied in first place with Czech Republic, but 6 goals behind separates them.
They need some goals here.
They got those 6.
There you go.
There you go. Macedonia versus Belarus. 2 teams in the top 10, but Belarus still in 9th.
Macedonia, if they win this one, it's another good result. It's another step closer.
It's a draw between the 2 teams.
Probably not enough there, Macedonia. If they're going to be serious about qualifying, they need to be winning games like that. And unfortunately for them, Belarus did a good job.
Scotland now got Bosnia-Herzegovina. Bosnia currently in 12th. Scotland's in 5th.
Again, much like the last game, this is a chance for Scotland.
4-0 Scotland.
Looking strong, Scotland, and that left them above Bulgaria.
Yeah,
for the time being.
Bulgaria. Speaking of Bulgaria, they've got Monte Arabia, who currently lie in 7th.
Not an easy game.
It's a 2-2 draw, which gives Iceland a chance to jump the both of them.
I tell you what, Bulgaria were looking so strong, and all of a sudden...
Well, actually, no, they can't jump Bulgaria, but they can jump. They can jump Belarus, Saudi Arabia, and Greece.
Chance.
Can Iceland with a
Big
win?
chance here then.
Czech Republic now versus the decline of Georgia.
Oh dear.
5-0 Czech Republic.
Oh Georgia, it's all gone very wrong for you.
Indeed, it has. Finland have got Slovenia.
Who cares? Who cares?
Well, Slovenia care. They've just won. 1-0.
Good for them.
Greece are going to get a guaranteed 3 points here with a match against Cyprus.
Bit of a local derby.
Yep, and it's a match that Greece certainly need to win because unlike last year where Greece were, they were pretty solid here, not so much this time.
Did they go unbeaten? I can't remember.
I think they
were close. They were close.
Yeah. But this time, not so lucky.
No.
They found it tough this year.
The teams are much better, I think. You look at the standard of team that are here. You've got teams like Bulgaria. Yeah, Bulgaria, Scotland, Russia.
Scotland have had steroids this year, I think.
Czech Republic as well.
Yeah. But Scotland, like last year, were a team from the bottom fighting up. Yeah. This year, they're already there. They just need to hold on for the rest of this.
Yep.
And they'll be good.
We'll see.
Right, so Greece moves up to 6th place. Next up, it is in the final match of the 9th fixture. It's Israel versus Iceland. Iceland need a win here.
Big chance this for Iceland then.
Yes, they do win, and it's a great comeback. Iceland move up to 7th.
Wow.
Scotland are in 3rd.
So Bulgaria have really been pulled back into this kind of scrap, haven't they? Because
yeah,
they were comfortable.
Bulgaria and Greece in 5th and 6th respectively.
They were looking so comfortable with Bulgaria at one point, and now they've just been pulled back into this fight.
They were, yeah. Next up, it is Albania versus Monte Arabia.
Chance for Saudi Arabia to win.
It is a 4-0 win.
There you go. That lifts them into a good position as well.
Yeah. Scotland now have Belarus.
Big opportunity again for Scotland.
2-0 Scotland.
They're right up there, aren't they?
Yeah, they keep pushing forward. Bosnia-Herzegovina now versus Macedonia. Macedonia looking to push forward as well. They do. They're on joint points with Scotland.
Fantastic effort.
Bulgaria now versus second place Russia.
Bulgaria need to turn the tide here.
They do 2-1.
Wow, there you go.
Russia suffer their first defeat.
Let's give Czech Republic a chance to pull away.
Yep, they've got Israel, and they do beat Israel. They pull away from Russia. 3 ahead now.
Does that mean now that Scotland and Macedonia are 1 point behind Russia?
2 points behind Russia.
So within a win, though. That's very impressive.
Yep. So Finland are finally going to get some points.
Yes.
Like it matters. They're pretty much out of it at this point with 5 games to go.
Yeah.
They're pretty much out of it.
Unless they suddenly have a dramatic change of form.
I think even that. I mean, they got W. Wig as their referee. The Wig is the referee.
And, you know, results go their way and everyone else starts drawing above them or something. I don't know.
The Wig is the... I think they'd probably need for, like, the other lower teams to get wins and draws as well, which just isn't going to happen.
No. And even then, they'll be behind them, so...
Well, no, that means wins and draws. I mean, Finland can just win. So it's the draws where they start going ahead of teams, so... But again, that's not going to happen. It's very unlikely. It could. It'd be great to see like the return of Kenya, but no. It's not going to happen. Kenya will rise. Finland will rise in this case. Okay, Slovenia versus Greece. Greece currently in 6th place so far.
Greece need a win here, really.
Slovenia get the win.
Wow, Greece is struggling here. The winners last year of the preliminary tournament.
Yep, Iceland have got. Yep, Iceland have got Georgia.
This is a big chance now for Iceland.
4-2 Iceland. Iceland move up to 6th.
Does that put Greece down to 8th?
That moves Greece down to joint 7th with Saudi Arabia, who are in 8th.
Wow. But they're yet to play.
Nope, we're into fixture 11 of a possible and definite 15. We're 2/3 of the way through.
It's going to be so close.
Yep, Scotland are up first. They've got Albania.
Should be a win for Scotland here.
One of the big front runners. Well, it's a 1-0 win for Scotland, but it's a win nonetheless, and it's what they needed.
You've got to take the wins, and now up to 2nd place.
Yep, Monte Arabia versus Belarus. It's 8th versus 9th.
Got to be a chance for Montenegro here.
Yes, they win 2-0.
Which does now push Greece down to 8th. That's very bad for Greece.
Yep, next up, Bosnia-Herzegovina versus Russia. Russia currently in 3rd. They've bounced right back from that loss. 5-0 win for Russia. They move back up into 2nd.
Well done to Russia there. Well done.
Bulgaria now, currently in 5th versus Macedonia in 4th.
It's a tough one.
It's a 1-1 draw.
I think Macedonia will take that, considering Bulgaria are probably the stronger side.
Yeah, but that does mean now that Scotland completely secure 3rd.
Yep. Well, they've certainly started to pull away, at least, from the other 2 teams.
Yeah, they're starting to pull away from Bulgaria and Macedonia, and are charging straight for Russia.
Mad.
Which, in a war sense, is not a good idea for Scotland to do. Stop it.
No, it's a very big country, is Russia, and lots of
well, it's
army
slow.
people.
It's slow to get moving, so, you know, that might be it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Czech Republic have got Cyprus, so another 3 points for the Czech Republic here.
I think they've pretty much won this, haven't they? I think.
I don't think they're that far ahead.
Can they at least say that they've qualified now? Because they can only lose this one.
We'll find out in a minute. Finland, Israel. No one really cares. It's 12th versus 14th.
Yeah.
But Finland get another win to their belt.
Way, well done, Finland.
Georgia versus Greece here.
And you've got to say it's a Greek win.
It's a draw.
That's a poor result for Greece.
Oh no, Greece. Iceland now Slovenia, and they can move up above Greece to put them into 7th or into 8th. But they miss out on it.
Slovenia win?
No, it's a draw between the 2.
Oh dear.
Greece are, though, in 8th.
That's a surprise. At the start of this, we kind of thought that Greece would be able to go and possibly win this again, but they've really not performed.
Yep, so the final 4, I'm just looking, technically all teams can still get that dud spot.
I say, do you really want that though? It's basically being consigned to losing, isn't it?
Yeah, but I meant like that like
Finland
Czech Republic
could.
can still get the
Oh,
dot
okay.
spot technically.
Okay.
Albania, Slovenia first. Slovenia in 9th place. They still have a chance.
They've got an outside chance, haven't they? They've performed quietly quite well.
Yeah, and it's a 5-0 win for Slovenia. Now they're making progress.
Can they catch Greece?
Not sure. Georgia, Belarus. Again, Belarus, a team that needs to start getting some wins under the belt. But it's another draw. Georgia's keeping them, but Georgia have not won a match in 9 games.
It started so well for Georgia, it just all fell apart, and now they just can't buy a win.
Yeah, Bosnia-Herzegovina versus Israel, 2 teams who are pretty much out of it at this point.
Yeah,
Actually, no, they are out of it.
Yeah, it's a shame, but they just haven't performed.
Yeah. So it's a 2-0 win for Israel there for them, so they go above Bosnia-Herzegovina into 13th.
Just a bit too little too late.
Yep. Bulgaria about to get 3 points here against Cyprus.
They needed that, to be honest with you. They've not. I think they've won in 5 games either, have they?
I'm fairly certain they either won like last game or the one before that. And the referee is Mr. Elzingaro.
They've been on a bad run of form, at least, Bulgaria, so it'd be a nice welcome change for them to get a guaranteed 3 points.
Yeah, especially this late on with only 4 games to go.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
some teams. For some teams, 3.
Yeah, and I think that it'll put them in a strong position.
Yeah, and it's certainly something that they need. Is Bulgaria.
Yeah.
But again, at the moment, with 4 games to go, no team has qualified as of yet.
No, but
Not
that'll
yet.
change soon.
Czech Republic versus Macedonia. A point for Czech Republic puts them through. 1-0 win for Czech Republic. They are the first to qualify.
And congratulations to Czech Republic. It's nice to have the former European champions back in.
Yep, and they're looking very, very strong so far. Very well played.
Yeah, very well done.
Finland versus Russia.
Surely a Russian win.
Yep, 3-0 to Russia. That means that Greece need to win or Russia go through, and Greece have got Monte Arabia.
Tough game, though.
It's a 1-1 draw.
So that means that Russia qualify as well.
Yep. Russia's through.
Congratulations to Russia.
Scotland battle Iceland. It's 3rd versus 8th.
Big chance here for Scotland.
Iceland get the win.
Which puts Greece down to 8th.
Yep, back down to 8th.
Ooh. Tension.
3 fixtures to go. Czech Republic and Russia are both through. Scotland and Bulgaria both tied in 3rd on 26. Greece is in 8th on 20.
So Greece need to win, and well, if Scotland gets a point, they qualify.
Scotland require
3 points. No.
Four
It'd
points.
be a point, wouldn't it?
No, they require 4 because 3 games to go. They're 6 behind or 6 ahead.
Well, if Greece
It
win,
depends depending on how Greece does.
yeah, if Greece win, then they need 4 points.
Yep. So Albania versus Georgia first up. Georgia's still in with a chance, but that's a massive outside chance for Georgia.
Yeah, they need to rely on other results.
And they've just lost to Albania, who
That's
pick up
all-
their first win.
Wow, it has well and truly, the wagon has fallen apart.
Yeah,
for
Georgia is out. Finland is out. Israel's out. Bosnia-Herzegovina's out. And Albania are out. Belarus and Slovenia still have a chance, and they've got to go against each other.
This basically, whoever wins this has a chance, basically.
It's a 2-0 win for Slovenia. They have tied with Greece.
Wow.
There's a small rise there from Slovenia.
They've quietly gone about their business, and they've picked up the points where they needed to. And Slovenia looking now like the form team. Greece in trouble.
Yep, Bosnia-Herzegovina, they're already out, but their points against Cyprus are coming up.
There you go. You have to think as well here, okay, it would be very, very embarrassing for Greece to finish in 8th. It'd be even more embarrassing if they didn't even make it to the Global Trophy.
It certainly would be, yes. And
when-
after a really decent start, I'd say, for Greece, but then it just hasn't worked out, really, has it?
Just like Georgia, the wheels have well and truly fell off. And, considering they won this last year against, similar level teams.
Yeah, but from a team like Georgia, you'd probably expect it. Not from a team like Greece.
Yeah, Macedonia's above them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that.
Scotland's above them.
Yeah. It's all.
Yeah, they should be
gone so
battling
wrong.
like Czech Republic and Russia.
Yeah, it's gone very, very south quickly for Greece. It is a shame because you know they did so well last year.
Yeah. Bulgaria, Israel next up.
Should be a win for Bulgaria, which would pretty much give them qualification.
It does. It may give them qualification, but it depends on how other results go.
Yep.
Czech Republic versus Russia, the top two teams battling out now. And it's a 2-0 win for Czech Republic.
So they could go unbeaten here. They've only got 2 games to go.
Yep, Macedonia now versus Finland.
Should be a win for Macedonia, which would almost, again, give them qualification too.
Yep, they're up to 27 points. Scotland versus Greece.
This is a massive moment now for Scotland then.
Yep, 6 points separate the two teams. And it's a draw between the two teams. Scotland are so close.
But it does mean that Bulgaria do qualify.
Yep, Bulgaria are through. Scotland and Macedonia are so close. Iceland have got Monte Arabia.
Here we go.
6th versus 7th. And that's a draw as well. So Greece aren't technically out of it yet either.
This is going to be so close at the end. And Slovenia are right there too.
Yep, Slovenia only one behind.
It's just suddenly crescendo. Right at the end, they've all just kind of got together.
So let's dull the mood down with an Albania-Israel match.
Oh, God.
Israel win. 2-0.
Who
Belarus,
cares?
they're pretty... The closest they can get is dud, so they're out.
Yeah, they won't be in the finals of the Global Trophy, but they can still get in the top 8.
Yep, but they've got Cyprus, so
They're getting
3
closer.
points for them. But again, Belarus squander their chances.
They do. They've got an opportunity. They might get 8th, which would be, again, embarrassing for Greece, so they might try and at least aim to ruin their party.
Well, that would be if Greece doesn't possibly get higher up than them.
This is true. Well, okay, whoever's in 8th place then.
Well, it certainly could be Greece. Greece could be in 9th, and Slovenia could take like 7th, and it could be Montenegro there.
It's so close between all of them.
It is very close, and you've got teams like North Macedonia and Scotland who just need 1 point to qualify.
It'd be such a shame if North Macedonia ended up as the dud team because they've worked so hard.
Yeah. Bosnia-Herzegovina versus Slovenia. Slovenia need this.
They do. It's a big match for them.
Oh, it's a draw! Oh, no!
They slip up. Is that the chance?
Bulgaria have got Georgia. Bulgaria already through, and they've drawn as well.
Wow. I mean, Bulgaria started so well, but it really fell off for them. Not as much as Greece, but it's fell off for them.
Yeah. Next up, it is Monte Arabia versus the Czech Republic.
Chance for Czech Republic to go unbeaten once again.
It's 1-0 Czech Republic. This is good for Greece, at least.
Yeah, because it keeps all their rivals so close.
Yep. Finland have got Scotland, so a point for Scotland puts them through, remember. And they've got all 3. Scotland go through.
Well done to Scotland. Congratulations to them.
Greece take on North Macedonia. Can Greece reel them in?
This is a massive game. A derby match.
It's a draw. North Macedonia go through as well.
So, what are the permutations for the last fixture then, Chris?
We'll get into that when the last fixture of this one's been done, which is Iceland-Russia.
Big match for
Iceland can go through as well, but they need to beat Russia. It's a win for Russia. Oh, this makes things interesting now.
It's so close. It is
so
close.
4 teams separated by 3 points.
Wow.
It's Iceland, Monte Arabia, Greece, and Slovenia. 2 of those teams can go through. 1 of those teams will be a dud, and 1 of them doesn't make it at all.
It's such a shame. It's going to be so close. It's going to be so close.
Yep. Cyprus, Albania is our first match, so let's kick off on a low note. Lovely.
It's a very, very low note, but there you go.
It is indeed.
No, Albania picked up a few wins towards the end, to be fair to them. They did alright.
It's the first sort of like 3 quarters that I was worried about.
Yeah, it's everything else.
It's everything else that was just rubbish.
Yep.
But still, it's going to be close. Like, last round, and we've got 4 teams that can still do something, you know. It's going to be big, this is. And who's going to win it? Who's going to go through? We're about to find out.
I'm going to say Iceland and Greece.
Okay, so first up it's Belarus versus Israel. Not really a match that anyone cares about.
Nope.
It ends with a 4-1 win to Belarus, though.
Which does lift them up to 8th, I believe.
No, it puts them in 10th.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
They're already out of it.
Oh, okay.
Bosnia-Herzegovina versus Georgia. Again, a match we don't really care about. That is a draw.
This is good because we're getting all the big matches at the end.
Right, Slovenia. They've got Bulgaria.
There's a chance because Bulgaria haven't been playing well.
Yep. It's a 1-0 win for Bulgaria. Slovenia fall at the last stage.
So they won't beat even the dud team, which is a real shame.
Yep. So that means that Saudi Arabia, Iceland and Greece are through, but which of the teams won't have a chance and will be the dud?
It's a shame.
Well, first off, we got Czech Republic. Can they go undefeated? They've got Scotland last.
It's a chance for Scotland here to wreck their party.
Nah, it's 2-1 Czech Republic.
Oh, fair play to Czech Republic.
Czech Republic go undefeated, 43 points out of a possible
45.
45.
It's a good effort from them.
Finland now. They've got Monte Arabia.
There you go.
It's a 2-2 draw.
Oh no.
Finland have held them.
Wow.
Russia take on Greece. Greece need to win.
Wow.
That's a draw as well. Iceland's through.
Iceland through.
Greece are the dud team. Iceland go on to beat Macedonia. So,
Well.
Greece, the dud team. Who'd have expected that?
They really fell apart, didn't they? It started so well, and I don't know. It just all went out the window for them.
Okay, so the bottom team, obviously, on 0 points is Cyprus. Then in 15th place with 7 points is Albania.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next, it's a third way tie for that coveted 12th spot.
Ooh.
It's Israel,
Israel had a shocker.
Bosnia-Herzegovina, and Finland. 11th goes to Georgia.
Wow.
Belarus take 10th.
Belarus kind of, yeah.
Slovenia take 9th.
It's such a shame for them at the end. They did so well.
Greece take 8th by 1 point.
Unreal.
Next, it's Monte Arabia in 7th.
Amazing performance from them.
Then it's Iceland in 6th.
Fair play to Iceland.
5th goes to North Macedonia.
Probably the biggest surprise, I think.
Yep. 4th, they've finally done it. It's Scotland.
Hurrah! At last.
3rd goes to Bulgaria.
Bulgaria, solid effort from them. I think, started well. I think that really helped them.
And I've just cocked up.
Oh.
Bulgaria are actually already through to the Global Trophy. Why are they in here? Why do they bother?
Well, that means... So, does that mean, therefore, that Greece comes 7th?
Sorry, I say I cocked up, so yeah, go on.
Greece comes 7th!
They make it.
And
I
Slovenia
honestly
get the dud.
forgot that.
Slovenia get the dud.
So that means Slovenia will get the dud, yeah.
Okay, well, fair enough.
So we'll just take Bulgaria out of it. God, what a cock up on my part.
Oh, well, who cares? It's
Me!
Fine. It's
I
fine.
care.
It's fine. It's fine.
I care, damn it. Okay, so, yeah. Okay, so 3rd place is Scotland. Screw you, Bulgaria. 2nd place goes to Russia. And, well, 8 points ahead of them is Czech Republic. I'm going to go and purge myself now for messing that up.
But we'll see you next week for the next round, which is the Asia round.
Ah, yes. Okay, I'll do the Asia round, and then I'll purge myself.
I can post stuff after the end of the recording. It's fine.
Yeah, so after the end of this recording, now I'm going to go purge myself. I've been Masterath,
I've been Samuel at 64.
and this has been a bleeding mess. We'll see you next week.